opening statement, and we'll pass around the mic over a few minutes.
It's good to see you guys. I thought, spring was good for us. I think in the very beginning of winter, really, when guys came back, I've mentioned this before, but just the staff and there's new pieces there, and new guys kind of coming in the team, and so one of the first meeting was, if you give us half your heart, we can show you half our power. If you give us all your heart, right, we can change your life. And I just, I look at that, like Baylor University, Baylor Athletics, I think Baylor, our football team, just the whole, with the whole approach that football is way important, but there's so many things that are equally so. And so just attacking it in all phases of off and on the field and in the classroom and all of it. Way proud of this group. It's a way young group, but GPA is way up and looking to compete there and finish really strong. And then you look at the practices and they go by so fast. When there's last year where there'd be things that would just be so long, and now they just goes by like that. And so it's a really good. It's a good feeling. I thought today had some positive things. A lot of the stuff that we have seen, I hope that you guys are able to see. And so there's some building blocks that are kind of some that are further up than others. Others we got some work to do, but I'm just confident with our approach that we can do it. And so I guess with that, take any questions you guys got.
Dave, what'd you see from both Blake and Sawyer today and throughout the spring, and do you expect to make a decision now or in the fall?
So appreciate that. Yeah. So with Blake, I saw like a real calm today and a command, and was way centered on just something good happened, something bad happened. I didn't see him phased at all, and I saw him step up in the pocket when there's pressure. I didn't really see like happy feet and things. And so saw some good throws, from hash to opposite sideline. So was really pleased with him. And then, Sawyer has kind of been becoming all the way through, from the beginning of, getting a play in the read mixed up with an air raid play. We read it from the right, and he used to read that play from the left, and just all of those things in the beginning to where it is now. We had 40-second clock there, and so his command and getting guys lined up and where dudes were, I thought was really, really good. I think he's only going to continue to get better. Then it was cool to see RJ, man. He had some magic tricks out there with some of the pressure that he was getting, and he's way cool, calm, collected under some under some pressure too. And so the idea is to kind of huddle up with offensive guys. And I think we're ready to make a choice, but I want to make sure that they're ready. And so we're aiming to do that when we get back in the week. Yes.
When you made the choice of Shape and Gary last year, it was about the possibility of the offense being more dynamic. Does Sawyer even give you possibly more than that now?
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think the choice last year was to try to throw the ball down the field more and just be more explosive in the pass game. I think anytime that there's tight ends and running game and, like what we're trying to do on defense is get tight, get close, get everybody, get edges, they've got 7, we want 8 in the box and all of that. And so it opens up potential big plays. And so that was the thought last year. And I think, I look at Sawyer, I look at his ability to run. I look at, he's got a moxie and kind of a spirit that's contagious. And I think that's, his growth and his learning is really just going to continue take off just because of his want to with everything. But then, I look at Blake and I look at, the season that was last year and how disappointing it was. And, to walk around and carry that can be heavy. And to put in work and then to put in work and to make changes and to really kind of confront the things that were holding you back, and to do it in a way to not bring attention to yourself, but really just to focus on the specifics of the thing is a way cool thing to see. You see a dude just kind of grow up, really mature. And so that's happening right now with Blake, and way excited for him. I thought, you could see just the coolness and just the whole thing today, and I think that's tied into that. And so I think we're blessed with the two we got. Like I say, RJ's is got some spunk in him too, man. That dude's got some playmaking ability in there. So we're blessed.
When you make the choice on quarterback, do you plan to do a press release, or how do you plan to let us know?
I don't know. I don't know.
We can just give you my
But no, I appreciate the question. Yeah, I don't know. I have to imagine we probably, with all of the attention to it, we probably need to huddle up, have a good way of doing that. I'm sure that we will.
So Dave, I don't know if I've used algebra since high school, but with that scoring system that y'all had today, I might have had to tap into that a little bit. When you have offense versus defense like that, is it fun for those guys to have different ways to score, sacks and fourth down stops and all that?
I think it is. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is the first time for me ever going offense versus defense. I've always been a part of just teams. And I think the advantage of going this is just the competitiveness of it. And then, the 2 points for big plays on offense, there was some bannering going on throughout the week of how, Dave, they're getting points for these things. So we're just getting points for touchdowns. And so the big plays right away, I think as a defensive coach, when that plea is being bargained, that you're going to deal with double moves and just all these other things. And so, but I think it just makes it more competitive, makes it more fun. And then, the offensive guys are getting on me because some of the sacks are maybe questionable. We're trying to keep it competitive. And so it's all part of it. So,
Dave, kind of going off of that, actually, how do you think Coach Powledge did today in terms of, keeping that energy? And it looked like the defense was kind of flying around.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's cool for me to walk around in the walkthroughs and to see an attention to detail and a focus. There's an energy that you feel. It's a contagious one when there's a fit drill going on in front of you, and hands are in the right spot, the correct foot is up, right? Eyes are in the right spot, and there's just all this detail to it. And then you look behind you, and the guys that are not in the drill, they're kind of fitted up in the same way from what's happening in front. And so that's the stance, really, on defense. And so to have that, I think is just going to translate into positive things on the field. I think there's a lot of guys that are all locked in that way. So it's cool to see.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it.